I'm parked up on top at Snake Pass, where the forecast said it was going to be a bit damp and misty. I think I'll get the waterproofs on. I'll do, and welcome to another Hengist Wild Camps. Well, as you can tell, well, you probably can't tell with all this mist around, I'm back in the Peak District, and in particular, I'm on the Pennine Way. Just come from the top of the Snake Pass. You might be able to see some cars there, and I'm not on my Todd, I'm with Kieron again. Hey! Yeah, last time we were on the Pennine Way, we were heading in that direction towards William Clough. What we're doing today is heading that away across Featherbed top towards Mill Hill, and then we're going to go up Ashop Head and on to Kinder Scout. And I think we might be camping somewhere near Downfall. Neither of us have got any water. We've got beer, but we haven't got any water. So yeah, we might head to the Downfall. Right, well, without further ado, we'll plod on. It's about 20 past 1 now, and we've just come up Pennine Way behind me there, and we're at the cairn on Mill Hill, which is just there. Whew, now we've got the hard bit of the walk. It's the only hard bit really. Ashop Head, which is clouded in mist over there. I'll be getting my trekking poles out before we go up there. I was going to say, once we've admired these views, but there isn't any, we'll plod on. Get this camera away as well, because it's a bit wet. Got my sleeves rolled up though. I think they might come down when we get up on top, because I think the gusts were 36 up on the tops, getting on for towards 40, it said tonight. Let me just give this camera a wipe. Right, well, without further ado, we'll plod on. Well, the rain stopped just long enough for me to give you an update. We're at Kinder Downfall. There's Kieron. We've just loaded up on some water. Had a quick drink. Going to filter the rest of it when we get to our campsite, which is just up somewhere that away. Right, well, yeah, we've made good progress, and I'm looking forward to getting the tent up. Get a bit of shelter. I'll probably bring you back when we've got to our spot, but for now we'll plod on.
slope here, but
yeah, it's a bit tuffety and bumpy, but I think my mattress are leaving it out. Famous last word. More campers.
say again. What do you say?
So it looks like a couple more campers. Oh, and in.
There you go. Look at that.
It's alright. Slips in alright.
Yeah. There's a nice bit of flooring that in my living room.
No, free pick. Super duper.
It's about 4 o'clock and we're all pitched up at Kinder Downfall, which is just over yonder. I don't know if you can see Kinder Res down there. But yeah, we've got a nice little flat pitch here with a bit of protection from these peat hags behind us. And what time was sunset? Is it 10 to 6? About then.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
10 to 6, so it's 4 o'clock now. So I'll switch on the camera and I'll do my usual. We'll walk around pitch so you can have a look at it. But after that, I think I'm going to sit myself down and have a bigger. This is where I'm pitched. I'm in the Outkit Tarpstar 1 again. And yeah, I've not got a bad pitch here. Tent's nice and taut once again, which is good because I think they were forecasting 40-mile-an-hour gusts later on tonight. But this tent should be able to handle it. Right, well, let's have a look inside. Let's see what I've got. I brought a new addition. I don't know if you can see this thing, but it's a German Army folding mat, sleeping mat. It's very similar to a British Army roll mat. It's seems a bit tougher than what those are made out of. And the reason why it's a folding mat is it works in conjunction with the old German Army rucksack. They have a sleeve in the back of the rucksack and that folds up and it makes part of the internal frame. So it's a dual purpose, part of the frame of the rucksack, and it's also a sleeping pad. But usually I bring my sit pad, but what I found with sitting on this footprint ground sheet was where my legs rested on the ground, my bum was okay, but my legs got cold. So I brought this thing and I can stretch out, and when I crawl into the bedroom area, I'll be able to put it underneath my sleeping pad for a bit more padding, a bit more springiness. Right, well, down there I've got my water, Got a beer on my Soto table. I've got all my cooking stuff in that pot. Fuel, carry pouch, some food, a few electrical items. Got my rucksack right at the back. And in the sleeping compartment, I don't know if you can see in there, it's a bit dark, but I've got my climate static insulated V-light. I brought my winter down sleeping bag. On top of that, I've got my down trousers and down booties and my synthetic puffer jacket, I should say. And right at the back, I've got my flex tail underneath all that lot, neck contour pillow. Right, well, I'm going to dive in the tent, get some shelter and have a beer. I'm all sorted now. Everything's ready. I've sat down on my new floor in the living room area. And it's about time I crack open a Kieron's Champion 7.3. Right, well, I'll just do it one-handed on my table. Did it without spilling it. Well, good health everybody, and cheers. Oh, by gum. That's good beer. Right, well, I'm just going to chill. Kieron's over there in his tent.
Estrella.
And yeah, just going to have a bit of a chat, unwind, drink this beer. And probably about 5 o'clock, I think, I'll get some food on while there's still, an hour of daylight. But for now, as I said, I'm going to get back to my beer. I'll speak to you in a bit. It's just gone 5 o'clock and I've had a tin of Kieron's Champion 7.3. Having a bit of a laugh with Kieron. And got me down over trousers on. Not got me booties on yet, although I've got my sealskin winter socks on. Not the summer ones that I normally wear. And yeah, I've got my woolly hat on, as you can see. I'm going to get my synthetic puffer jacket on in a bit. And might even put my down booties on. Well, did I say it's about 5:05? Well, it is. And yeah, sunset's about 10 to 6. So rather than cook in the dark, I'm going to get some food on the go now. Rise it off this lid with your fingernails. I reckon. Right, I reckon that's ready. It's nearly 5:30 and it's still daylight and I've managed to cook my tea. It's down there. Well, it's piping hot. I've got curry again. I'll switch over the camera and give you a better look at it. So this is my curry down here on my table with a Kieron's Champion 7.3 lined up with it. Once again, I've got chicken tikka jalfrezi with pillow rice and cashew nuts. Well, let's see how it tastes. Oh, that is good, folks. On a night like this up on Kinder Scout. Oh, it's good to have a curry. Winter food. Clocks go back tonight, so we get a lie in it morning. Hey, hey. Right, well, I'm going to carry on with my grub, and I'll speak to you later. It's just gone 6 o'clock. I've had my tea. Oh, that was a lovely meal, that. And the clag came in. In fact, I'm just looking away from the camera now, and it's just blown away. Keeps coming and going. It was really thick before, and now you can see Kinder Res just. So it's going to be one of those nights. But yeah, I've had my tea, and it's time to wash it down with my second tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. If you could hear that sound, that's me opening it, one-handed. Well, good health once again, everybody, and cheers. By gum, that's still good beer. I'll just put it on my little table. And yeah, I've got, as you can see, my synthetic puffer jacket on, down trousers. I've just put my booties on. And it's great having this German army folding mat. It's like having a new floor for my living room area of my tarp star. My sit pad, I think I said before, it kept my bum warm, but when my legs were stretched out, it felt quite cold on the ground sheet. But this is brilliant. Excuse me, that's the beer. Well, as you can see, there's still a bit of light in the sky. Kieron is over there. And there's my trekking pole stuck in ground. So what I'm going to do is continue drinking this, and I'll have a chat with Kieron, and I'll see you later. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me just turn this radio off, although I don't think that's going to help matters. Right, yeah, I hope you can hear me. It's about 8 o'clock, and it is absolutely hammering it down up on Kinder Scout. I'm having to shout so you can hear me. You might be able to hear me perfectly well, but this is torrential. It's fantastic. Kieron's just over there, and he's batting down the hatches as well. As you can see, I'm in my sleeping bag, and I've just been listening to the radio, but I can't hear a thing because of this rain. You can see on my Soto table I've got a can of beer, and I've got my, what's it called, a UCO mini lantern. Just having a flickering light makes it feel warmer. They burn for about 2 hours. I'm going to swap it out for a new one in a moment. But when I stick my hand up towards the apex of my tent, it feels warmer, like there's a heat band. And there's no vent at the top of this, so nowhere else for it to go. I've got a can of beer. Kieron kindly donated it. I had me 2 tins of McEwen's Champion. Kieron had brought 4. He didn't fancy having all 4, so we've had 3 each. He gave me one of his. Very kind of him. excuse me. Well, I'm going to change that candle soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to drink my beer. Might put the radio on. But it's a bit pointless. The rain is so loud on the tent. And I do enjoy it when it's battering it down like this. You know, you feel all safe and protected in your tent. It's great. Brilliant taking a home with you on your back. Never know when it comes in handy. I won't like to be tiny tent camping like I did in the last video. Oh, gum. Right, well, I'm going to get back to my beer and I'll speak to you later. I hope you can hear me again. And I hope I'm not shouting because I've got earplugs in. This rain's been relentless. Since it started, I've not been able to chat with Kieron. Not been able to listen to the radio. It's just too loud. And the wind's picked up as well. Well, I can still hear it through these earplugs. It's like kind of 50% not as loud. Well, I think I'm going to get snuggled up in my sleeping bag and listen to this rain and try and drift off. I'll see you in the morning. Good night all. Good morning everybody. It's about 7:15 I think. Although it should be 8:15, but the clocks have come back. Oh, excuse me. Right, well, I think I'm going to brew on. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, we're all packed up. We've got our bags on. There's Kieron. And I'm just doing my usual, looking around for bits of rubbish and tent pegs. But no, it's all tidy and clean. We leave no trace, as we always do. Same with where Kieron was, over there. He was camped just there. He's done the same thing as he's demonstrating. His is all tidy and clean. Right, well, lovely morning. Look at that sun behind me. Makes a change from last night. It absolutely hammered it down. It was brilliant, and then wind picked up later. That was quite fun. But a nice little spot here, nice and sheltered with all these peat hags and a bit of a hill behind us. Right, well, we're going to plod on in that direction back towards Ashop Head because we're going to basically take Mill Hill, Pennine Way back to the cars on top of the Snake Pass. So I'll show you some views along the way and I'll speak to you later. just thought I'd give you a bit of an update where we're up to on our travels. We're at the cairn at the top of Ashop Head, and behind us we've got to go down there and up there towards Mill Hill, and then back onto Pennine Way. And behind me you've got Kieron, and just there Kinderez. Right, well, as I said, we're going to make us way down Ashop Head and up to Mill Hill, and I'll speak to you then. We've just come down off Kinder Scout, dropped down off Ashop Head there behind me, and we're at the cairn, wherever it is, there, on top of Mill Hill. Well, all we've got to do now is take the Pennine Way across Featherbed top. So, without further ado, we'll plod on.
Got a great shot of my shadow here.
Well, I'm back at the car. It's just there behind me. Kieron's just over yonder. Oh, it was a lovely walk back. Really sunny morning. Completely different to last night. Wow, what an experience. I've never heard rain like that. Had my radio on as loud as it would go next to me ear, and I still couldn't hear it. The rain was that loud. It was fantastic. Well, all I've got left to do is take all this gear off, get my bag off, get it in the back of the car and start the drive home. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to your comments because, as I always say, I do enjoy replying to those. Well, there's nothing else further to say apart from cheerio, and I'll see you all next time for another Hengist Wild Camps. Bye all.
Bye from me.